Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with Gym Rat's basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the Edge program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSM Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball, so I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me, so I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow. The confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts, all with a 99% career success rate.
You belong here.
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 I belong here.
has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
In 4 years, this could be you.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts.
You belong here!
Our football team haven't won a sectional title in 32 years.
There's no team better than us if we just do our job.
Nobody really want to lose no more.
All you want is greatness. You want me 1, 2, 3?
This is the game that's been on my calendar all year.
We gonna need fan discipline.
We a whole different Northside team.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in Indiana High School basketball fans. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live right here from Bill Green Arena, home of the Marion Giants, as they are playing host once again to an outstanding set of regional games, as we're going to do it a little bit different this year with 2 regional champions being crowned in just one game. There'll be 2 semi-state games for these schools next Saturday at Huntington North, most likely for this Marion Regional. This is SummitCitySports.com. Lindley Kistler on the camera. Coach Keith Edmonds joining me. Tim Atkinson here in the booth. Coach, we're going to start it here. Got to get an outstanding doubleheader. 2 teams from the city of Fort Wayne, home of Summit City Sports. First, we got Homestead and Fishers, and then Snyder and Harrison. It's going to be 2 dynamic matchups. First, for these Homestead and Homestead Lady Spartans against these Fisher Lady Tigers. I'm talking about Fishers, 23-2. They haven't lost since December when they got beat by Snyder in our second game. They are playing about as well as anyone. They got one of the best point guards in the state.
No doubt, Tim. It's fun to watch these kids play. I've got an opportunity to see them play not only during the regular season when they played against Snyder, but also got a chance to watch them play for their selective AAU teams, and they're just a talented group of kids. Jordan Smith obviously is the catalyst for this team. She does so much for them, getting them in set offenses and pushing it in transition. Just a delight to watch and fun. Her energy and her willingness to do whatever it takes to get this team to the next level will be evident today in this game. And obviously Homestead, we know so much about them. This is just traditional for them to continue on in tournament play. They've got a great team, a great coach, a little bit different team this year with the freshmen playing such a primary
and
role.
No
Ayanna Patterson and again,
UConn.
That just goes to show you what type of program they have. Right. That again, I would imagine the majority of the coaches want sustainability in their programs, and Coach Parker certainly has that. And what a season that they've had as well.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Homestead coming in tonight at 19-5 overall. But, yeah, looking at, you mentioned Jordan Smith averaging 7 points contest. She can really get it going from deep. Really got to watch for number 31 and number 30. That's Haley and Olivia Smith. They're the leading scorers for this Lauren Votaw head coach Fisher Tiger Club, as they're averaging Haley at 12, just under 12 points a game. Olivia at 11 points per contest.
Yes.
You throw on the rebounding as well with Haley at almost 7 boards, Olivia at 4. That's a real tough dynamic duo to really battle with down low. You throw in Alicia Triplett and Talia Harris. They got a tremendous squad, does Fisher's coach, as you mentioned. For Homestead, as you talked about, of course, us being from Fort Wayne, we know a lot about head coach Rod Parker and his club. You know, they have some of the, you mentioned it, Coach, they have some of the best freshmen in the state, but it all starts with Allie Stevens. Allie Stevens, if she is shooting the ball well, Homestead's one of the hardest teams to beat in the state.
No doubt. If Allie can get her feet set, I think she's one of the best shooters in the state of Indiana. She's proven that, and I'm sure that they're going to be looking for her, not only necessarily for scoring, Tim, but she's been to this level before.
Right.
And you just need someone that can keep you calm, get you where you need to be, and just relax and let the game mature and give yourself an opportunity at the end.
And we have another Fort Wayne once-in-a-generational type of player. Seems like we say this every 2 years. We had one with Jordy Poole, who's a junior at Snyder. We'll see in the second game, Maya Epps, the freshman for Homestead. Just a do-everything type of player. High D1 ability. Already has D1 looks and offers coming into her freshman year. She's just a talent.
We always talk about who the next one's going to be, and I would imagine Maya Epps is being mentioned.
Yes.
Well, I shouldn't even say I imagine. She is going to be the next great player to come out of the city of Fort Wayne.
Well, this is SummitCitySports.com. Thanks for joining us here. Bill Green Arena 4A regional doubleheader. Homestead and Fishers, then Snyder and Harrison. We'll now pause for our Star Spangled Banner here at Marion High School.
We also remind you that Marion High School is a smoke and vape-free facility. On behalf of Superintendent Keith Burke, Principal Lloyd Bryant, and Athletic Director Steve Morris, thank you for attending today's championship game. At this time, please rise for the city of America the Beautiful. By class of 1973 Marion High School alum, Steve Wright. For spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties, above all fruited plain, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot's dreams, that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, above all fruited plains. America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Outstanding rendition there. Now we will get into our national anthem. Before we get into our starting lineups, the atmosphere is starting to pick up here at Bill Green Arena, right here live at SummitCitySports.com.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the peril of the
standing here at Bill Green Arena. Homestead, Fishers, starting lineups are about to come at you here, Coach. We talked a little bit about a couple of the players for Homestead before they get in the starting lineups. I do want to talk about Emma Rouse, the junior, one of the best on-ball defenders we have in the city of Fort Wayne, right behind Nene Donahue. That's the next person you're talking in line with on-ball defending.
No doubt. I think that she'll take one of the primary scorers, obviously, for Fishers. And again, her ability to set the tone on the defensive end, her pick-up pressure, her ability to take teams out of what they want to do comfortably will say a lot about what happens in this game.
So this is a 4A regional. Now we're just doing a championship game. Prior to this year, we had a semifinal and a championship at night. So right here, we're going to have two regional champions crowned as they'll go through the full rosters and they'll now into the starting lineups here. I'm just going to let it go down to our PA announcer here at Bill Green Arena.
And introducing the non-starters for the Fishers Tigers. And number 11, sophomore, number 35, Eva Carter. And 5'9" sophomore, number 33, Allison Choi. And 5'11" sophomore, number 25, Nevaeh Denton.
I don't know why they finish off the rest of the roster. I want to give you some numbers since I did for Fishers. Looking at the leading scorer for Homestead, Allie Stevens, as Coach mentioned, once she gets her feet set, good night from distance. She's averaging 15 points a game to go along with 6 rebounds as well. And then Maya Epps at 12 points. Molly Stock, an outstanding point guard. 8.5 points a game. She's going to be key here tonight against the pressure of Fishers. Now, let's go down to our starting lineups as they drop the lights here at Marion High School.
And now, here are the starters for the Homestead Spartans. A 5'10" freshman, number 10, Maya Epps. A 5'9" junior, number 4, Emma Royce. A 5'6" senior, number 14, Evie Biles. A 5'8" senior, number 20, Molly Scott. And a 5'11" senior, number 22, Allie Stevens. The head coach for the Spartans is Rod Parker. And here are the starters for the Fishers Tigers. A 5'4" junior, number 4, Jordan Smith. A 5'8" junior, number 15, Talia Harris. A 5'10" senior, number 23, Alicia Strickland. A 5'10" senior, number 30, Haley Smith. And a 5'10" senior, number 31, Olivia Smith.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Starting lineups are in the books. We are live. This is SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And, of course, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell to be notified of all our live events as they happen. It is game time now. Homestead in the yellow with the blue trim. Fishers in the white with the red trim. It's game time. So this will be the end of one senior season here. Who's it going to be, Fishers or Homestead? High pressure, high atmosphere at Bill Green Arena, Coach.
That's what Hoosier Hysteria is all about, Tim. I cannot wait to see this game and watch these young ladies do the very best they can to represent their schools and their programs.
Here we go. Coach Rod Parker and his Homestead Spartans. Coach Lauren Votaw and her Fisher Tigers. This is Indiana High School basketball. We do play 4 8-minute quarters, no shot clock in the state of Indiana. Looks like Homestead coming out coaching a man-to-man defense.
Man-to-man, that's trademark for Coach Parker. He will show some zone later on in the game.
Bingo. We talked about her in the opener. Number 31 is Olivia Smith. Triples up early. Now Epps. It's an outstanding freshman. Man-to-man defense here for Fishers. Got a motion offense going for Coach Parker. Well, inside out. Epps, the freshman. Oh, come on. Her first 3-look in a regional as a freshman, and it's nothing but bottom.
That's why she's going to be special, Tim. That right there in itself. Just nerves of steel.
Hit 3 free throws to get by Columbia City in the opening round of sectionals. And that sectional they did win. Just Coach Menson. Tough basketball player. Feet set, buckets down for Allie Stevens. Great start here shooting the rock for Homestead.
Tim, I'd like to say that's new for me, but I've seen that about 1,500 times in the last 4 years.
For you don't know, that's Coach Keith Edmonds with Always 100. Coaches that group, or coach that group, I should say, Coach.
Yes.
There's the first miss of the game. Stock. Oh, beautiful look to Rouse. Oh, just short-armed it. Now the son that's that way, just hesitant offensively. And then when you're that wide open, if you're already hesitant, you tend to easy miss like that.
I think she turned, Tim, and realized she was so wide open that it was a gimme, and she just short-armed it.
Love to have that one back. 6:14 left to go in this first quarter. And we got a whistle. The first one of the game is going to go against Homestead. Now we got a little push foul right in front of head coach Rod Parker. So tripling up was Epps. She's 26% from deep. And Allie Stevens, 33%. Uh-oh, good look. Top of the key, triple, no good from Haley Smith. Who got away with it there, did Homestead. Cannot give up second chance opportunities to this Tiger Club.
Watch Allie Stevens in.
Stock. Alice replaces, good hands there from Talia Harris, and that's going to be a jump ball, and it will stay at this end.
You know, one of the things that Homestead does, Tim, is you again, if you're playing against them, you got to realize they run so much things. They're almost unscoutable, so you have to take a look at what the players do as opposed to the things that they run. And they run a lot of motion offense stuff.
Little scoop layup, can't get it to go. Really good spacing from Fishers to start the ball game. There's Karina Scott. Caitlin Thomas in. She brings good size to Coach Volataw's club. There she is at the top of the key. Goes to Harris. Oh, excuse me, Smith. 3 ball. That one too long for Scott. Morales comes down with it. Finds Epps. Quick trigger. That one may have been partially blocked by Harris.
Yeah, I think it was. Smith. I think it was.
And they're going to get a foul on Stevens. And it'll go back to Fishers. So good pace here to start the game, Coach.
And I would have liked to seen Homestead use a little bit more patience. You know, Epps obviously is a freshman and playing in this type of an environment. She hit her first shot, so she wanted to get a heat check early,
right,
just to see if she had some things going.
In the corner, now in that soft corner. 3, set triple, no good. Rouse cut that pivot. Stock. She is the highest three-point percentage shooter on the Homestead team. Oh, good take from Allie Stevens. She can do that as well.
And that's one of the things, Tim, that she really has been working hard on her game, to not just be looked at as a three-point shooter, but to be able to put the ball on the floor and create a shot for herself.
Good answer. Nice little answer there from Talia Harris with the jumper. Stock. Couple left-hand dribbles. Back to it. Now up. Bottoms. Couldn't get it to go. Rouse, that's what she does. All the little things.
Yes.
Stock pops out, takes a peek. Yeah, that could have been a travel. Stock, no good. Rebound to Smith. Good look up ahead to Smith. That's just good. A couple power dribbles, give her what she wanted, just came up short on the shot.
You know, I think Fisher's getting the shots that they want. They just aren't falling at this point. The game is still maturing, and those shots will fall as your nerves start to get a little bit more relaxed. Those shots will start going for you.
So one of the other outstanding freshmen has D1 offered already, and that's Gabby Helsum. Number 32 has checked into the ball game. She is a tremendous basketball player, 5'10", good size, and just one of the other freshmen that's just tremendous for Coach Parker. And look, they're trying to get her on the block. Seeing an advantage down there. Allison Shue is in for Fishers, number 33. There's Epps. Dribbled off the foot of Smith. A little heavy. Now Smith picks it up. Look at that quickness. Came to a jump stop and sprang. Layup.
And Tim, that's one of the things that I was concerned about for Homestead is the pressure that Fisher can put on you. I'm looking to see more of that during the course of this game.
Stock on the wing. Stevens, good double team by Schlew. Helsum, she's an inside-out player. But yeah, this defense has been tremendous. It's ramped up even a little bit more over the past 2 minutes.
And how about Homestead? 3 freshmen on the floor. A regional championship game. Again, they've proven their worth during the course of this season, and these young ladies are going to be tremendous players moving forward. But Ankenbrook just came in.
It is, yes. That's Whitney Ankenbrook, another outstanding freshman. Plays on the same AAU team at OPS with Gabby Helsum against the elite team competition of Always 100 and Maya Epps. It's just an outstanding dynamic we have in Fort Wayne right now. Outstanding basketball training, and we see it every night in the city of Fort Wayne.
No doubt.
Here's Shue, excuse me. Here's Jordy Buckets. Smith lays it up, right hand, no good. Took a hard foul, or a fall. Now to Epps. And they're going to get an off-the-ball foul, I believe, on Smith. Oh, no, they're saying offensive on Ankenbrook. Still been a moving screen.
Yeah.
Didn't catch it live. Fishers will regain possession, down by 1. Good crowd from both schools on hand here tonight. And a little warmer afternoon here in Marion. Triplet can't get it to go. Stevens tracks it down. Shue, good job to press. Now Epps. But just the experience of Olivia Smith guarding the ball with the freshman of Epps.
Yes.
That's just a different animal. Tough catch from Helsum. Now Epps. She sets the feet nicely. Oh, Maya Epps hits another 3 ball. She's got 2 of them.
That's what Epps can do, Tim. Again, just nerves of steel.
Yeah. Shue. And that was a good no call on the carry because they had another call like that on this other end they didn't call, so played it both ways. Here's Epps. That's going to be a foul on Smith, Olivia Smith. But Epps is so much stronger than what she looks just visually. She is hard to stop from trying to get to her spot. Stevens, that's a tough dribble in traffic.
Yes.
Harris. They didn't stop ball, so she got a nice little runner up. Couldn't get it to go. Epps. Roused. A good no call, just lost her footing. Here comes Olivia Smith. Numbers 3-on-2. The drop there to Harris. Good look to Shue. Extra pass to Smith. 3. Got it. Jordan Smith, they call her buckets for a reason.
Yes.
She triples up. 1-point ball game. And the steal. Here's Haley Smith.
I think Coach needs a timeout.
I agree.
I think he's going to give him one more possession down. And
10 seconds left in the quarter. Probably waiting it out.
Yep.
But, yeah, this has been not a good set. Oh, beautiful hands from Smith. Good if it goes, and a little long. And that's the end of our first quarter. High intensity here for a regional championship on the line. We'll be right back at SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
This broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Big Eyed Fish has been around Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment. The Big Eyed Fish. Kelly Automotive celebrating their 70th year in business. Shop all 14 of their brands at drivekelly.com. So back to the action here out of the quarter break. 12-11, Fishers on top by 1. Coach Keith Edmonds joining me, Tim Atkinson in the booth. Lindley Kistler on the camera, Homestead alumni, as they find her squad down by 1 to start the quarter. Checking in for Fishers into the quarter is Alicia Triplett. She's back in, along with Smith, and then Harris. One of the easiest rosters you're going to find.
Yes.
As a broadcaster. Here is Smith. Epps on the guard. Oh, look at the footwork defensively. Yes. That's a freshman, folks. Mm-hmm. That is athleticism. Harris. Back to Smith. Jordan. Wasn't there. Good hands from Rouse. That's what she does. Haley Smith. They're going to reset it. Fisher said one thing I've noticed, I mean, we're obviously in a good spot at the end of the court. Their spacing is tremendous offensively.
Yes. They create driving lanes for their players.
Next one, got it. Yeah, they had a little, here at Marion, they do the scoring for us and give it at the end of the quarter. They must have had a little malfunction with it, so we'll get you the correct ones at the halftime. Coach Keith Edmonds will give those to you. Here is Smith.
And the point I was making, Tim, is they create driving lanes. Jordan Smith has got it going right now, hit another 3. But their spacing just allows drives and kicks to shooters, and they just do a tremendous job running their stuff.
We've seen it over and over already in this ball game. 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Here's Epps. Nice hedge there from Triplett. They're going to get a foul, I believe. They're going to get that on Haley Smith, her first.
And, Tim, one of the things that you can do as Homestead is start using more backdoor cuts, start screening more. You know, Fisher is overplaying everything on the wings. Just free yourselves up by using backdoors and things like that to get in your stuff.
Good look down low.
Very nice job. Nice.
Heavy, missed the bunny. Great passing, though. Harris is going to bring it out, move it around to the other wing. Harris. See what they set up here. Coach Baltalk called something out from the sideline. That it was. Beautiful little pin down. Couldn't get it to go. Good defense from Epps. Nice bounce to Rouse. Left hand. That's 3 or 4 layups that Homestead's missed here in this half.
Tough. Good pass. Just didn't get her body square to make that shot.
And it usually leads to a 3 on the other end. Basketball gods, it is. You can see things coming sometimes. You miss a bunny on one end, it leads to an open 3 ball on the other end. Now you're looking at a 5-point swing, now down 7. Yes. Mm-hmm. Wow. So we will stay right here on the timeout called by Coach Rod Parker, as Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. We'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. At Not Miller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the tire process from bid to build. Visit NotMillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. So nice little burst there, Coach, for Fishers. 18-11 now, 5:21 left. And it's been defense leading to offense for the Tigers.
And I think it's one of the things where again, Fishers has played in a number of big games. You have veteran leadership. The Smiths, we'll just call them the Smith triplets, have been in these types of environments before, and their experience is showing right now.
Inside out, Epps. How about a third 3? Back rim, no good. Oh, nice rebound. How about the stretch there from Harris?
Yes.
Nice dribble. Got open, didn't take it though. A little up and under. Beautiful move. Couldn't get it to go though. Epps, head up all the time. That was a tough catch. Look at Smith. Jordan Smith knocked it away and stole. Oh, she wanted that on the pick and pop.
Yes.
Now Harris, they're going to slow it. Will Fishers.
Fishers is in what is called a horn set. They usually try and use the post to screen and bring someone down to the ball. I just dribbled it out of bounds that time.
So we'll go to Homestead. Much needed turnover for Sparty. 4:19 left to go in this second quarter. See if they can get an open look here for Allie Stevens or Helsum or even Epps. Stock. They want Epps on the block. Now pop out Helsum. That was the set there they were wanting.
Yes.
Now Epps. Stock. Good screen from Helsum. And a beautiful cut. Wide open. Oh, tremendous cut. Yes. That's just high-level IQ, Coach.
Yes. All started by just great screening by Gabby Helsum.
Front rim, no good. Shue knocked it away from behind. Oh, I think that's going to be her second. Just a silly foul right there from Olivia Smith. They need her on the floor. And, you know, the rebound was already secured, really, for a Homestead. Sometimes you just got to, tip your cap and go to the other end.
Yes.
As that will be her second. That's a big, big foul on Fishers. And their superstar, Olivia Smith. Epps. Couldn't get that one to go. Smith. Ooh, that looked like that was going in,
yes,
too.
Yes, it did.
She's already got a pair of them. Right here, you got to get bottoms of the ball. Good recovery, but that left the dribble drive open and another bunny.
Oh.
Caitlin Thomas, the juniors, checked in. Back in for Coach Votaw. Oh, that is a big-time move right there and finish from Haley Smith. Back to a 7-point edge. 3 minutes left. Smith's going to get hit with the foul. You tell me it doesn't matter to that junior right there.
Yes.
And I like it. She didn't show up the ref when she showed emotion. She looked out at the crowd.
Walked away.
Yep.
And that's good officiating, Tim. Again, referees understand that these kids, it's a big moment for them, and they don't want to take it away from them.
That is a great point, Coach. Here's Stock. Should be able to go by. Thomas. Helsum. Oh, yeah, that was right on the arm, right in front of the baseline official. And he didn't call it. The outside did. And it will be 2 shots coming for the freshman, Gabby Helsum. That's why there's 3 on the floor.
And, Tim, it's going to be interesting to see if Homestead continues to try and guard or defend Fisher's man-to-man. I would think that at this point, you might want to mix in some zone just to give yourselves an opportunity to have maybe a man and a half on each player catch, as opposed to trying to defend someone one-on-one. They're just able to get to the basket too easily.
Yeah. So Helsum, 1 of 2, 6-point game, 2:41 left in this second quarter. Bill Green Arena, legendary Bill Green Arena, just a monument here in the state of Indiana, as Smith once again gets to the cup. They have not had an answer, Coach. That's what you're talking about here. They're maybe going to have to do something different defensively. Smith knocked that away from Stevens.
I just think that Fishers is just way too athletic. Each one of their players, when they catch it, they feel like they can get to the basket or get to the spot they want to get to on the floor and create for themselves or create for others.
Epps. Right elbow, left elbow jumper, no good from Epps. So after hitting her first 2 threes, cooled off a little bit, has missed her last 2. Good hedge from Helsum, then get back on defense to Thomas. Here's Harris, gets a screen from Smith. They're going to let her shoot from out there, no good. Rebound Helsum. And Maya wasn't sure if she had the dribble alive or not, so better safe than sorry. Helsum. And just telegraph that pass. As you see, it's going a little bit too quick for some of the freshmen out there right now.
Yes.
10-point game. And that one heavy, looking for Rouse. And Coach Votaw is going to take a timeout for Fishers. And just a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here and finish our reads as Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business, a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. Are you ready to do what it takes to put your past behind you? What's expunging your criminal record or getting your driver's license reinstated? Jolly Law Firm is your answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfectant services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. So out of the timeout called by Fishers. Got a 10-point game, their largest, Coach, and they do have possession. Let's see what Homestead does here, if they do anything defensively different.
And again, Fishers has turned up their pressure on the perimeter. Again, they're aware that Homestead has kids that can catch and shoot.
Right.
So again, it's
not
just
a
great scouting report on their part is make these kids feel uncomfortable when they catch the ball and make them put it on the floor, maybe do some things that they're not normally used to doing.
Ooh, look at that little hesitation from Smith. Got her own rebound, the putback, and good. Out-hustled on that possession. Smith just going to work by herself. There's Haley. Dribble handoff to Stock. Pop out Ankenbrook. 3 ball. That one halfway down, rimmed out. Rebound Smith. Homestead in danger right now. Want to try to get it under double digits to end the half, but at 46 seconds left, Fishers can't hold for the last shot, as there is no shot clock in the state of Indiana. There to Harris. And they will try to hold for the last. Harris up top, guarded by Stock.
Looks like it's going to be a pin down and someone's going to come up to the ball for a jump shot.
Ooh, and that's going to be a foul. That is the 15th foul on Homestead, so not in the bonus quite yet. 15.3 left. Allison Shue, the sophomore. Now to Harris, the junior. Gets a screen from Thomas. Ankenbrook trying to stay with That one long, 3 seconds. That's good if it goes. Oh, my goodness. Jordan Smith hits her third three ball to beat the second quarter buzzer to give Fishers a 15-point lead. Wow. Just a disastrous second quarter, coach, for Homestead. And now Fisher not only up 15, they are flying high momentum-wise.
17 to three-quarter score, Tim. It was 12-11 at the end of first quarter for Fishers, and now it's 29-14. So Homestead just they got to regroup. They got to figure out a defensive plan, what they want to do in regards to trying to defend all of these guards, and then things will get better.
So we're going to take about a 6.5-minute break here and come back with our scorer updates at SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with Jim Rat's basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the Edge program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts, all with a 99% career success rate.
You belong here.
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 I belong here.
Has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
In 4 years, this could be you.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts.
You belong here!
Our football team haven't won a sectional title in 32 years.
There's no team better than us, and we just do our job.
Nobody really want to lose no more.
All you want is greatness. You want me 1, 2, 3?
This is a game that's been on my calendar all year.
We gonna need you. Staying disciplined.
We a whole different Northside team.
Area sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime score for a regional final. 29-24, Homestead down to the Fishers Tigers. Coach, looking at the score, and you got the score sheet over there. What we got here for scores?
Well, let's take a look at, again, halftime score. Fishers 29, Homestead 14. Let's take a look at the Lady Spartans. They're being led by Maya Epps, a freshman, with 2 3-pointers for 6. Allie Stevens has 5, and obviously she's got to get it going if Homestead wants to have a chance to get back in this ball game. She's at least going to have to, I feel, is going to have double figures this half, Tim.
Yeah.
Gabby Helson with 3. That makes up their 14. Again, the first quarter score was 12-11, so Homestead only scored 3 points that particular quarter in the second quarter. You take a look at Fishers. They're led by Jordan Smith with 9 3-pointers for her and 1 huge one at the end of the second quarter. Talia Harris with 4. Haley Smith and Olivia Smith both have 8. And that makes their 29. So, again, Homestead's got some work to do. Being in this situation before as a coach, I always try to tell our kids if we could cut that lead in half and get it down to maybe 6 or 8 points going into the fourth quarter, that gives us an opportunity. First 4 minutes of this quarter is going to determine what happens in this half.
Yeah, it's down against it right now. Backs up against the wall for the seniors for Homestead and Bottom, Stock, Stevens. Need to get something going, and as Coach mentioned, they got to do it in a hurry here early against Fishers, especially within the first 4 minutes.
No doubt.
So we're going to take one last break and get set for our third quarter of game action. And don't forget, game number 2, Snyder and Harrison will be at 7 p.m. We'll be here live on that one as well, but we'll be right back at SummitCitySports.com.
You're good at making big announcements.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career. Your first pay raise. The 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family. Or the day of your last car loan payment. Much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree. We care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for our third quarter of game action here between Homestead and Fishers. It will be Homestead ball to start it. It's not a must-have possession, but they're already running out and trying to split the D between Harris and Smith, and that's going to be a steal and an easy bucket for Harris.
That's not the way you want to start this half, Tim. And again, they've got to cut these turnovers down and give themselves at least an opportunity to get a shot each time down.
Empty possessions usually end up in losses, as Epps couldn't get it on that one. A little bit underneath the bucket. 30 seconds in. 17-point game for Fishers. Haley Smith will inside-out dribble. Goes Olivia. Now up top to Jordan.
Again, Fishers doesn't need to be in any hurry, Tim. They should get the shot they want. And again, Homestead's not really pressuring the ball much. They're still playing man-to-man and allowing Fishers to reverse the ball from side to side and get the shots they want, and usually ends up with good things.
Right on cue, Coach. Man alive. Now a 20-point game just like that. As Smith hits another three. Good luck to Stock, and another little bunny missed. And sometimes it's just not your night.
Yes.
And tonight it's looking to not be that type of night for Homestead. They started the game really well, shooting the ball. Epps hit 2 threes. Stevens hit an early three. It's been Fishers ever since.
And those particular players have been pretty quiet since.
Smith will go retrieve. Couldn't get it, a little heavy. Can't get to it, does. Stock. Dribble handoff. Now Epps. Bottoms goes to Stock. Good ball fake. 16-foot jumper, no. Rebound. And Rouse comes back with it. That will go out of bounds. That was last touch by Fishers. Checking in will be Caitlin Thomas, the junior. And checking out is number 23, Alicia Triplett.
And, Tim, I think what you're seeing is Homestead kids that at this point, you know, it feels like they're kind of giving up on themselves, not necessarily on the game, but they're just starting to lose their will. Shots that they normally make are not going in, and consequently they're multiplied when you either turn the ball over or Fishers is able to score on the other end. So they've got to get a little more fight in them and give themselves an opportunity. And, you know, they need about a 6-8-0 run to start feeling good about themselves again and give themselves a chance.
And they have the talent to do it. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt. And the coach to do it.
Hulsum. Bounce pass low to Stock. Top Bottoms. Good
there
catch.
You go. That's what you need right there.
Nice cut and finish there from Heavy Bottoms. 18-point game. Now they need a stop. One possession at a time here for Homestead. For Fishers, just take care of the ball. Wow. Oh, just short-armed it a little bit. Now Stevens. Olson. Rouse. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Harris. Talia Harris, that will be inbound baseline. So Epps out of the game right now, 4:56. Smith will check out, and checking in is Allison Shue.
Nice out-of-bounds play. Again, Fisher's kids, they didn't communicate on a ball screen, and Allie Stevens just walked in and got a layup.
Just fell asleep, no doubt about it. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here as this broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. As we serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. Learn more, go to ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. So out of the timeout, called by Fishers and Coach Votaw. Back to the action. So they've cut it to 16. But do need another stop here to get a little bit more mo.
And again, Tim, I'd like to see more ball pressure. Fisher's just able to reverse the ball from side to side, give themselves driving lanes, and I just don't think you can get back in the basketball game if you continue to let them move the basketball and get the shots and the spots on the floor they want to get it in.
Couldn't get it to go. That one just taken away from Stevens by Shue. Just some will right there from Allison Shue.
Yes.
Stop. The Bottoms. Roust. Stock. Bottoms. Short. Rebound comes to Smith. Beautiful dribble.
Oh, she's
long.
Tough. She's tough. She's real tough.
It's special.
Can't defend that, Tim.
That is tremendous. Took on the whole D there for Homestead, and that's going to be a push in the back from Shue. Back to a 20-point lead. That's just what Fisher's been doing all game.
Yes.
Just these 6, 8-point spurts. Smith will check back in for Shue. Three and a half minutes left. Epps back in the ball game. And that one too heavy. Looking for Emma Roust. Now to Smith and just can't grab it. And we'll go out of bounds back to Homestead. Looks like they're going to have Bottoms bringing this one up. Epps. Wholesome. Ankenbrook, and they just cannot connect on these easy passes.
Well, and Fishers is just so good at playing the passing lanes, and Homestead kids have just not adjusted to that.
Good no call.
Yep.
And a good finish. Little mid-range jumper, and Smith blocked by Epps. But I believe they're going to get a foul. They're going to get it on Bottoms. Maybe Bottoms, her second.
And Tim, you take a look at the unit that Homestead has on the floor with the three freshmen, and what an experience this is going to be for them moving forward. Just getting to this level and knowing what it takes to play at this level, and they're going to see Fishers and teams like Fishers again. And they'll be able to pull from this experience. And again, I'm not saying necessarily the game is over. I'm just saying it's a tremendous learning tool that they can use moving forward.
Bottoms. There's the Epps. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. This is SummitCitySports.com. Thank you for joining us. Just outstanding man-to-man defense from Smith. And just that last little reach.
You know, she just got a little bit anxious on the defensive end. Again, Homestead does a lot of dribble handoff, or DHOs as coaches call them. And Fishers is switching everything on the perimeter. And,
right.
And you know, they're just able to guard and defend anything that Homestead is trying to do at this point.
So they'll inbound baseline. Helsum, good screen by Epps, and Helsum finally gets one to go. 17-point game. 2 minutes left in the third. It's going to be a foul on Roust. That's her second, team second. Stays at 17 points. Now Smith to the line. Shoot a pair. Got the first of two.
These Smiths are tough, and when I say Smiths, you can pick any of the three. they're all unique in themselves, and just talented young ladies, Tim.
There is no question. Seen it on display here tonight. We saw it in Fort Wayne, as well as Fishers took on the Snyder Lady Panthers, which we'll see up next. That was a 11-point win for Snyder, and I misspoke. I said it was in December. It was actually November the 26th. There at Snyder. So that's the last time that Fishers has lost, folks. November 26th. Wow. They started the season with 6 straight wins. And then 2 losses, one to Zionsville, one to Snyder, and then has ripped off the remaining wins.
You know, when you're playing against a team like Fishers, Tim, you have to be able to match their athleticism.
Yeah.
You have to be able to handle the fact that they're long and lengthy in regards to the defending the perimeter. But you also have to be able to match their intensity. And I think at this point, Homestead has not been able to match the intensity and the pressure that these ladies from Fisher put on the basketball, and consequently have the score that it is right now.
Helsum can't get it to go. They'll take it back up top. 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter. As Harris will be happy to dribble it out there if they let her.
It's a tough matchup for Allie Stevens on the perimeter, trying to defend. The high ball screen is about to come here in just a moment.
35 seconds. I'm going to send a double team and try to trap it. Found the open player in Shoe. 3-ball. Wow. Come on. What are you going to do with these Smiths here? Absolutely running things here at Bill Green Arena. And then the rejection. That was nasty.
Tim, they're a unique team, and it's going to take a unique team to beat them. But there are teams out there that are just as athletic and just as talented. It's going to be interesting to see moving forward what happens with this team. Speaking of Fishers.
I mean, we're going to see one in next, and Snyder.
Who's beaten them already this year.
Who has beaten Fishers already.
Yes.
Snyder finished second in that Summit Athletic Conference. Northrop won at 9-0. They got beat in the opening round against Carroll at sectionals up at DeKalb. Then it was Snyder at 8-1. Homestead, these Spartans at 7-2. And then Carroll right there at 6-3. So to beat the buzzer. Oh, that's good. I believe that's good. Did not bring it down, and that was the difference of the bucket. I believe they are going to count it. They will count it. So we're going to take a break. 48-22, 8 minutes of game remaining. We'll be right back at SummitCitySports.com.
Sports looked a lot different back in 1952 when Jim Kelly opened his first dealership in Fort Wayne. 70 years later, that original dealership has grown into the Kelly Automotive Group with 14 brands in 3 locations, including our new Fort Wayne Auto Mall and Kelly Chevrolet on Lima Road. Fort Wayne continues to support our local teams and businesses. Thank you for 70 years. We could have never done it without you. Visit us today at drivekelly.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter action is upon us here at Bill Green Arena, game 1 of our doubleheader. We will have Harrison and Snyder up next. Harrison coming 16-9. They're the winner of the North Central Conference. Snyder at 20-4. They finished second in the Summit Athletic Conference. Smith. So you have the 3 Smiths out there, Jordan, Haley, and Olivia, along with Talia Harris. And 23 is Alicia Triplett. For Homestead, you have Epps, Stevens, Rouse, Stock, and Bottoms. Good flash from Smith. Couldn't get it to go. I think Epps may have got a piece of that, but Triplett comes out with it. They've just been getting all the loose balls as well, Coach.
Yes.
Everything going Fisher's there.
Yes, 50-50 balls have been theirs. And again, you can't give a team with this much athleticism an opportunity to get second and third shots.
Because that's what happens. Another bucket from Olivia Smith.
That's missed shot right there by Molly Stock is kind of a microcosm of what has been happening.
Right.
Just shots have just not fallen, including layups. And then consequently they score at the other end.
That's the way the afternoon's gone here for Homestead. 6.5 minutes left. They're down 30. Couldn't get it. Another rebound by Harris. And Harris is going to be fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot a pair. Excuse me. So here is Harris. Check it out. Mass substitutions here for Fishers. 53-22. So in years prior, maybe you get out to a 30-point lead, knowing that you still had the regional championship game later on, 7, 8 o'clock that night in the same building. You could really had to be hesitant on who you kept out on the floor if you got up to kind of take that away off these coaches' plate. I bet it feels kind of nice for them, especially as Epps finishes another one around the bucket. It's going to be another whistle and another foul. $5:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. That's the second. The second on Epps and the 5th on Homestead. The lob out to Smith. Jordan Smith. That goes to Harris. Smith pops out. Comes near side here to Thomas. Thomas, good cut. Another offensive rebound for Fishers.
Yes.
And got the block, did Roust, but it came right back to Smith for another bucket. 5 minutes left.
You know, the interesting thing about, again, Tim, watching Homestead play, and usually at this point in the game, when kids are in the game, they're just kind of launching shots and trying to get their name in the scorebook. Their program is not built that way. And, you know, they play hard to the end. They do the very best that they can. And you know, Coach Parker has just done a tremendous job of instilling a winning philosophy, and everything that he does for these young ladies at Homestead is unmatched.
Unmatched, no question about it. More in the pipeline coming through.
No doubt.
That one loose, 4:19. By the way, still a heck of a season. Relying on a ton of freshmen, Coach. You know that is not an easy thing to do. I mean, even if you have some of the best freshmen in the state.
Right.
Just the physicality of a ninth grader, a 14, 15-year-old, all the way up to an 18, maybe 19-year-old in some cases. That's quite a difference.
No doubt. You coming from a middle school situation into the SAC and playing in the big school schedule that Homestead played this year, and you know, hats off to these young ladies. They've gone far and beyond what people, including myself, thought that they would do, and we'll see them again, and they'll be the better version of themselves. And you know, if I'm Coach Parker, I would say I've seen the future, and it looks good.
Yep, there's no doubt about that. 3:56 midway through this fourth quarter. Coach Votaw getting some substitutions in now, as is Coach Rod Parker. Number 12 is checked in, Claire Landrigan, along with Ankenbrook, Helsum, Roust, and Epps. And timeout called by Coach Votaw. Votaw, full timeout. We'll stay right here as this broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfectant services throughout Northeast Indiana. Are you ready to do what it takes to put your past behind you? What's expunging your criminal record or getting your driver's license reinstated? Jolly Law Firm is your answer. Big Eyed Fish has been around Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne and a family-friendly environment. Big Eyed Fish. Kelly Automotive, celebrating their 70th year in business. Shop all 14 of their brands at drivekelly.com. Top Seal Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, and diagnostics, and more. So back to the game. 3:54 remaining in it. Homestead down 55-26 to these Fisher Tigers.
And it's really interesting, Tim, because this is the way that I thought Homestead would play at the start of the second half, just double teaming everything, trying to make things a little bit erratic for Fishers. And
as Fishers tied with Hamilton Southeastern at 6-1 at the Hoosier Crossroads Conference, but 23-2, about to move to 24-2.
Yes.
Whew. For Coach Votaw. Ben now at Fishers. She's in her sixth year at 111-36. As Epps hits the three ball. 3 minutes left. Got the roll. That was Morgan Roberts with the bucket. Epps. That one was partially blocked. Beautiful passing and Biggs running the floor. Ava Carter, the sophomore, with the finish. 59-29. Epps. It's Nevaeh Dickman who's checked in as well, the sophomore, number 25 for Fishers. Excuse me. Couldn't get that one to go. I think Fishers touched that last as both hands went up for it. It will go out of bounds, and 4 subs coming in for Coach Parker. Emma Ross, Epps, Ankenbrook, and Helson will check out in. It is number 50, Sanaya Sandlin, the sophomore. Number 40 is Sydney Freem, the senior. 44 is Brooklyn Freem, the sophomore. Number 24 is Hillary Adams, the senior, along with the junior Claire Landrigan. 1:50 left to go in the ball game. 30-point lead. Turn, just goes glass. Adams, Landrigan, now Freem. Freem, Sandlin. Freem down low, kick out. Now Sandlin at the high post. Couple dribbles, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound Fishers. 1:20 left in this ball game. Skip pass to Carter. Carter can't hit the three. Landrigan with the rebound. 1 minute remaining. Freem with the bucket. Brooklyn Freem. Number 44, the sophomore. Scott, the high post to Carter. Carter, good ball fake. 2 of them. Left hand, can't get it. .35 seconds. Don't forget, 7 p.m. we will have Snyder and Harrison. One more chance for a team out of Fort Wayne, Indiana to get to a semi-state this year. And 20 seconds, that will about do it. What a tremendous game by Fishers. The hot shooting streak that Homestead came out with, and it's been all Fishers.
And hats off
since
to
then
Homestead
early
for a tremendous season. And best of luck to Fishers moving forward. They're going to be fun to watch, and it's going to take an outstanding team to put them out of this tournament.
So congratulations to the Fishers Lady Tigers. They win it 61-31 and will move on to semi-state. What a tremendous season thus far, and it'll continue for Coach Votaw and the Fishers Tigers. So an outstanding ball game to start it here for Fishers. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for the 7 p.m. contest between Snyder and Harrison. Until then, for Lindley Kistler, Coach Keith Edmonds, I am Tim Atkinson. You've been watching Indiana High School basketball from SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then, too. I can hit the ball further, In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with gym rats basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the Edge program in November in addition to the club training he was doing because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts, all with a 99% career success rate.
You belong here.
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 I belong here.
Has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
In 4 years, this could be you.
At the University of St. Francis, you'll find everything you need to succeed, from business, nursing and science, to the arts.
You belong here.
Our football team haven't won a sectional title in 32 years.
There's no team better than us if we just do our job.
You know, nobody really want to lose no more.
All you want is greatness. You want me 1, 2, 3?
This is a game that's been on my calendar all year.
We gonna need you. Staying disciplined.